Well, we were living in a caravan, so that was quite temporary. We had to house sit or go on holiday when we weren't allowed to stay at the caravan. So coming here gives us an air of permanence. It's bang in the town centre. My wife works locally at Specsavers, so it's really convenient for us. And I think it's ideal for retirement, as a retirement property for those who are retired and don't really have to drive. You don't have to drive to go anywhere. The thing that attracted us to Platinum Skies in the first instance were the facilities that were on offer. The apartments were so modern, fully equipped, and it was that first walk round, it was that first visit to the apartments that, remember when we came round, that opened our eyes, and we saw what living in the town centre could be like. And I think Esprit appealed to us, particularly because when you're heading towards old age, to be polite, you have to think, or at least I think, that one day the DVLA are going to take away my driving licence at some point. So here we are in the town centre where you don't need to drive, everything's on your doorstep. So when we came across the terminology of the older person's shared ownership scheme, and it was explained to us that we only had to put a deposit down and pay rent on the remainder, we were absolutely astounded. We didn't have much cash to spare, so it suited our situation ideally. It means that we can, when we add all up our domestic bills on a monthly basis, it means we can have a little bit more disposable income to spare each month. My wife works, but I don't, so I have to rely on my pensions, and it's not that easy these days. Well, we do like to go on holidays, and we go on sailing holidays, flotilla sailing holidays, so that's what the money will be spent on. We'll be going in October this year once the pandemic has quietened down a bit. Well, as we're coming out of COVID now, and I think we start to socialise down here in the residence lounge, we can get more and more involved with the residents at Platinum Skies. And as chairman of the Royal Marines Association, I'm quite used to organising functions for people, shall we say, of our vintage. And so if I can get the residents here involved in the charity, and likewise members of our charity involved in the residents here, I think it's all to the good.
Everybody that's been upstairs that they really don't go out much, because there are a lot of elder people, to come down for us to do bingo and card games and have a social evening, even if it's just once a week, you know, an hour or 2
wine
hours,
tasting
all
quizzes.
down here. Yeah, wine tasting quizzes, and that's what I'm looking forward to.
The phrase retirement apartment conjures up a certain image, and inevitably you think warden assisted care home or word to that effect. So when you actually come round and you see how open it is, and with this residence lounge and other facilities, your apartment is self-contained, so you're completely independent. So it's not like a care home at all. Yes, we would recommend Platinum Skies to our friends. And anybody over the age of 55, this is an ideal location.